My parents were part of an immigrant family that came here. They didn't start with very much, but they worked day and night, saved and sacrificed to provide a better future for their 3 children. And I am nothing but enormously grateful for everything that they did for me. And I'm certainly not going to apologise for the fact that they worked hard and they aspire to do that for their kids. And in fact, as I said before, those values, those conservative values about hard work and aspiration and building a better future for your children, that's why I want to be Prime Minister.
Rishi Sunak is in the race to become the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Let's take a look at some of the times that the British politician became the talk of town. Number 1. When he pledged to temporarily scrap taxes on energy bills. The aim is to ease the cost of living crisis. Slashing the VAT on energy tax will save the average household a minimum of £160.
If prices rise again, I pledge today to make the most of our Brexit freedoms and slash VAT on energy bills. This will save the average household £160 on top of the £1,200 the most vulnerable households will receive thanks to my actions as Chancellor. Only I have a plan to tackle the cost of living, grip inflation and defeat Labour.
The ex-Chancellor wants to do this by installing insulation in millions of homes. Number 2. The time he called Beijing the biggest long-term threat to Britain. Now, China hit back at Sunak, saying that his remarks, including hyping up the so-called China threat, are irresponsible.
I'd like to urge certain UK politicians not to make an issue out of China and hype up the China threat, because such irresponsible words will not help them to solve their own problems.
They also urged the UK politicians to not keep making unwarranted remarks about their country. Number 3. When he pledged a major crackdown on sex offenders. In his campaign pledge, the prime ministerial candidate vowed to hunt down gangs who prey on children and young women. He said the members of these gangs will face criminal charges and their leaders will be sentenced for life. He also announced a ban on the so-called downblousing, where perpetrators take photos down women's tops without their consent. Number 4. When he admitted to not having working-class friends. Back in 2001, 21-year-old Rishi Sunak said he does not have any working-class friends.
I have friends who are aristocrats, I have friends who are upper class, I have friends who are, working class, but I'm not working class.
The Tory leader received backlash from netizens for this comment. Citizens are questioning how he can be a leader of the people when he's making such statements. Number 5. The time he identified the change in bread prices. When asked about noticing a change in the prices of food items in the supermarket as inflation is soaring, Sunak said he noticed a change in the prices of continental bread from £1 to £1.2.
Probably, I think bread probably is the thing.
How much is that going to?
Well, the one that we buy, I'm sure now it's about £1.20 and it was about £1 from memory, but it was before. But
what is it out of interest?
What's
your favourite
it's
loaf?
A Hovis, it's a kind of seeded thing. We have a whole range of different, we all have different breads in my house. There's a degree of healthiness between my wife, myself and my kids.
Hearing this statement of his, critics have claimed that he is far out of touch with how inflation is affecting the common people. Number 6. When Sunak struggled with contactless card payment. A viral video on the internet showed him holding his credit card up to be scanned instead of tapping it on the card reader. Netizens said, the man in charge of the country's money does not even know how to use a contactless card. And number 7, always in the news for his wardrobe choices. Rishi Sunak was seen wearing a 490-pound Prada suede loafers when he was visiting a building site in Teesside. He also grabbed attention when he donned a 795-pound shearling jacket to go ice skating with his children.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.